Welcome back, Connect fam. We are keeping the show rolling with our next guest. They are the owners of Black Woman Be Whole. This dynamic duo creates sisterhood and a shared experience of growth, no matter where women are in their personal development. So please help me welcome, new to the Connect fam, Miss Agnisha Salisbury and Kimberly Moore.
Hello,
Welcome,
hello,
ladies.
hello.
Everybody.
So
Thanks for
we
having
got
us.
hairs, we got long hairs. I always got a comment about hair. I'm sorry.
Hair is very
Welcome to
important to a
the show,
black girl.
ladies.
Harry.
That's right. Hi, Stitch. How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. Thank you so much for joining us. So can we jump straight into it?
Let's
All right,
do
let's
it.
do it.
Okay, so ladies, I hear this amazing company all started with a women's conference on MLK Day back in 2018.
Yes.
So is this correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so please share with us how Black Woman Be Whole came about. Like, what's the story?
Oh, I love this. So in 2016, so Kim here, in 2016, I went through a breakup, which was like a huge life transition for me. I was in a relationship for 12 years and I struggled with finding myself post breakup. So Anisha recommended group therapy for me in 2017, which I attended. And it allowed me to hear other women's kind of struggles and stories. So I knew that I wasn't alone. And I thought about needing to work on mental health, self care, our finances, and healthy relationships, and I wanted to unpack this with other women. We got together to discuss how to make that possible. And after lots of discussion, we decided to focus on the mental and emotional health of Black women, a demographic that is usually not centered.
I love it. You met, you connected, and now you're moving forward helping so many other people. And speaking of so many, you sold already 10,000 copies of your workbook. Hey sis, are you okay? Tell us more about that if you can.
So, yes, the book is called Hey Sis, Are You Okay? And so we wanted to really focus on the mental and emotional health of women. So the beauty of the book is for everyone. So let me be clear. Yes, we focus on Black women in our work, but the workbook is for anyone. And so it's really good for like that self-reflection, introspection. If you want to start to work on kind of your building your boundaries, self-care, looking at your mental health, exploring your emotions, it would be a really great resource for you.
So, ladies, earlier we talked about coming together and collaboration, how you two actually met. So, let's get into partnerships if that's okay. I
Of course.
know, to my understanding, you're always looking for partnerships and support from groups that would like to have maybe you come and speak about mental health in general or topics specific to that demographic needs, right?
Yes. So I think for us, we have done some work already with like Department of Education here in New York, where we are. We've been on college campuses. We've done like corporate initiatives. We've worked with nonprofit organizations. So we speak about mental health, and I think a part of it I didn't say is that I am actually a therapist. So I am a psychotherapist. I've been that for 10 plus years. Our work that we're trying to do is kind of working with everyone. So I think for me right now, my mission is to normalize conversations around mental health and also destigmatize mental illness. So in these partnerships, we're kind of looking to work with anyone who wants to focus on mental health.
Being able to address mental health, especially with the pandemic, a lot of people have been wanting us to speak about how do we move past, or while we're still in the midst of the pandemic, but address what our mental health looks like right now, currently, after having gone through the pandemic.
And I want to ask you, ladies, thank you for that. Because July is Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, for somebody who's watching, how can we acknowledge and even more so support mental health this month? What are some things you would suggest that everyone could do?
Start to talk about it, like normalize conversations. Mental health is just how you think, how you feel, and how you behave. It's something that we all have. So it's something that we should all be talking about. Why not just call your friend and say, how are you? How are you doing? Like, really, how are you doing? Like, why can't we just talk freely about where we are?
You touched on something really important. Why do you think that is? That's an because I'm guilty of that. Why do you think that's the instant response to, "Hey, I'm okay." No, I'm good and well. You're not.
Well, I'm not sure if you want to really hear how I'm really feeling, right? I think
Mm.
sometimes we have to talk to people we trust. There's nothing worse than telling someone how bad you're feeling and they offer no help or they don't even listen and they change the subject because they're uncomfortable. A lot of times we're just very uncomfortable hearing people in discomfort. And so like, this is why it's so important this month to talk about it, because what people don't know, statistics show that 1 in 5 people was diagnosed with a mental illness in the last year. Just in the last year, 1 in 5 people. We have really been impacted by this pandemic. We have to start talking about it.
I agree. I definitely agree. And for someone who's maybe watching, because you hit something really important, when you're receiving, it's one thing having to have the guts, I guess, to release, and then also being able to receive. So for someone who's on the receiving end, what is a good response if you genuinely don't know what to say or how to respond when somebody is giving or releasing something really heavy? What would you say is the best response when you don't know what to do or say?
They just want to know that you're listening, active listening. That's really important. Validating what you're hearing. We have to get used to asking people permission for things or asking them what they need, because then they can tell you. They may say, I need a hug. We have to stop wanting to always fix things, because we don't have the tools all the time.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, ladies. Great gems. And actually, both of you are based in New York City.
Yes,
and
we
can
are.
travel to other locations. How can people work with you and actually hire you?
So they can hit us up on our website, which is www.blackwomanbewhole.com. We're also on Instagram at Black Woman Be Whole. And just so you guys know, we do workshops, we do brunches, we do retreats where we're exploring emotions and communication and relationships and boundaries. We're trying to give people what we wish we had.
Nice.
And so, yeah, you can definitely hit us up and find us at blackwomanbewhole.com. And you can also find the book there as well.
They can join our newsletter. We also have a podcast. We're in season 2 of our podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify. They can follow us again on our social media. And we have lots of conversation about mental health. We do online events as well. So they can certainly come and join us at one of those if they're not in New York. But we also travel too, so we can come to your city.
Thank you so much, ladies, for dropping all the gems and for taking the time just to hang out with us. We wish nothing and pray nothing but the best for both of you, ladies. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
And we will be back. Connect, fam. Don't move. And while we break, call somebody and text somebody. Don't hold a long conversation because we'll be back. But find out and ask them, how are you doing?